Okay, so I just wanted to make a quick video on how to make surf casting rigs for shark. You can cast off a spinning reel. You know, I mostly fish in the Northeast, so I'm really just catching sand tigers and brown sharks. But it's fun to do from the beach in the summer, and nobody really sells these rigs, so I'm going to show you how to make one quick. So this is the stuff that you need. The aluminum sleeves, size 2. For the 300-pound mono, aluminum sleeves size 1.2 for the wire, heavy swivels. I wouldn't use anything underneath 200 pounds. I think these are 225-pound crane swivels. And then the hooks I use are these Demon Mustads, the Ultra Point. These are size 12. I would use either a 12 or a 10-0. If you get the 10, I would get the wide gap one, just because it's easier to hook the bunker head. You know, you can get it further down with the bigger hook, but that's really all you need is a 10 or a 12. And then make sure that you get the 7x7 49 strand leader cable. Don't get the 7-in-1. Basically, 7x7 means that there's 7 strands of steel wire twisted into one strand, and then 7 of those strands twisted together to make 49 total strands. It just makes it more flexible and easier to cast. And then just a big reel of 300-pound mono, you know, nothing expensive, and just a pair of crimpers and wire cutters is what you're going to need. Alright, so let me get started to show you how to do this. Alright, so I usually start by getting the hook on the, onto the wire. You just take one of these little 1.2 guys, stick in there. Alright, so I usually leave a little bit of extra sticking out, and then just pull it till you get a loop. It's kind of like that, so the hooks can still move, but you don't want it too loose. When you're crimping these down with your crimpers, on the front of the crimper there's corresponding sizes, so you just make sure that you crimp the corresponding size to the size of the aluminum sleeve. Whenever you crimp a sleeve, you want to crimp it vertically. All right, that's good. And for the length, I usually do 18 inches of wire. I don't like to go too long with the wire because it makes it difficult to cast the bait, especially since we're going to be throwing so much weight. Right about there. Go like an extra couple inches. One other thing I wanted to show you quick is, you need a fish finder that you attach to the mono just to hold the weight. But what I do sometimes is put a split ring and a swivel so that so the weight can spin around and it won't tangle up your line. This isn't necessary, but it's just something extra you could do if you wanted to. You just get a heavy split ring and a swivel so that the weight can spin freely off the fish finder rig. All right, now we're going to attach our wire to the swivel with another size 1.2 aluminum sleeve. Here. Okay, once you have your wire set up, you're going to want to cut these off, the extra tag end. You can cut it all the way up to the sleeve. just make sure you don't cut the main wire. The further back you go, the better it is, because you won't get caught with any of these little pieces. All right, so now you have a nice clean piece of wire with the hook. And the next step is to attach your mono with the fish finder. All right, you want to try and keep these rigs around 4 feet, because if they get any longer than 4 feet, they start to become difficult to cast. So I have 18 inches of steel wire. So I'm going to cut 30 inches of mono so that I have about 4 feet. All right, now you're going to put on your fish finder. And then the last swivel. All right, now just cutting your tag ends off. And you have a shark rig. And so this is going to be your finished product. It's actually pretty simple. Just a couple things to remember. You know, try and keep it around 4 feet. Once the rigs start getting very long, they get difficult to cast. Make sure you crush your barbs. You know, just a plain bunker head works best. And I hope you liked the video. Like and subscribe. Follow us on our Instagram, Bass Hole Surf Casting.